Good morning, Stenner 2. Let's take a look at this little bird here. All right. Now this bird, do you know what it is? Have you seen it before? Do you know why it's special to Belize? If you guess this is our national bird. A lot of people like to say the toucan, but this toucan has a special name. It's called the Keel Billed toucan. Keel Billed toucan. Some people also like to refer to it as the rainbow-billed toucan. Can you guess why they call it the rainbow-billed toucan? If you guess, it's because of the bill. This part here is the bill, and if you can see, it's beautiful. It has many different colors on it. I can see some highlighted orange, some purple, some sky blue, green. It's a yellow body, has color underneath its tail. So the bill is very colorful, so that makes it a beautiful bird. Now, if you look at its bill, it's a long bill, right? You would think that that would be a heavy bill. It would be heavy for the bird to move around. But actually, it's very hollow, which makes it very empty and light inside, right? So it's easy for the Keel Billed toucan to move around with the bill. And the bill itself is, covered in keratin. So keratin is something that is a protein that we find in human hair and nails. So that's a cool fun fact to know. Now, this beautiful bird, as you can see, it's so beautiful. You would think that this bird, could fly. It doesn't really fly. To get around, this bird hops. It hops and hops around. And I know it's in a tree right now, but it's going to hop its way around, right? It's a hop. It hops to move around. Now, one other cool fact about the bill, this part here, is that this bill helps to regulate the bird's body temperature, right? So inside the bill, there are some tiny little blood vessels that helps to alter the blood flow because based on the type of condition. For example, if it's probably too hot, this bill helps to move around the blood in a way that helps to warm up the toucan. It's the same thing if it's too cold, right? So its bill has its own function to help the toucan survive. So let's find out more about this toucan. This beautiful toucan, whenever it makes sounds, it kind of sounds like a frog. And that frog sound could be heard from a mile away, right? So it makes frog-like sounds when it opens its mouth. Now, the keel-billed toucan enjoy being in the shade. It doesn't like to be in the sun too much. And since it's our national bird, we don't want it to become extinct, which means that people are, do so many things to them that we no longer have them around. Like extinct means no longer existent, like the dinosaurs. Like we no longer have dinosaurs around. We don't want that to happen to our beautiful national keel-billed toucan. So it is illegal for people to hunt them, and people used to like to hunt them for their beautiful feathers and their bill and also to eat them. So it's illegal for them to do that now, and they cannot capture the toucan, the keel-billed toucan, and keep it as its pet, right? So they're not able to do that. We have to protect it. It's our national bird. And if you go to the Belize Zoo, you can see this beautiful bird there. Now, what does it like to eat? The keel-billed toucan likes to eat the pulp of fruits. So it would go around to different trees or different things that are around in its environment and eat the fruits. It also sucks the nectar out of the flower, and in some cases, it could eat little insects as well. Now, the good thing about the keel-billed toucan is that when it eats fruits, its body cannot really digest tiny seeds that it eats that it eats while it's eating the fruit. Fruits having seeds, right? Some tiny little seeds. So the body doesn't really digest that. So when the toucan does its thing, as in poo poo, like we all have to do, right? The tiny seeds come right back out in its poop, and it poops on the ground. So those seeds get planted right there. When he poops it out, it gets mixed up with the soil in the ground, and so it starts to form. You know, our country rains a lot, so you know the it helps to plant little trees as well. So that's a cool fact. The toucan is helping us to keep our beautiful Belize country filled with, so many different little trees and things like that. Also, the Keel Billed toucan usually lives in tropical climates like Belize, right? Where we have a lot of sunshine and rain, not in cold weather like, Alaska where there's snow. So it's usually found in tropical areas, right? Tropical climate. So again, it's called the Keel Billed toucan. And I want you to go ahead and on the next slide, you're going to find a little picture of it. If you have crayons or markers at home, I would like you to draw a picture of the Keel Billed toucan in your social studies notebook. And then you're going to write down some notes about the Keel Billed toucan. They're going to be on the next slide, right? So draw a picture, color it, and then you copy the notes down below. Bye.